Hello and welcome to another episode of NDK Adventures. We have Kaleb joining us as well as Biscuit and Duke, so you're getting the whole family this time. Kaleb is visiting us from Missouri for Thanksgiving week, and so our travel adventures this week are going to focus on local activities that we're going to tell you about. So, Kaleb, I've got a list here and I'd like your perspective. So this week you went to Mount Vernon, which is the home of George Washington, one of our founding fathers and our first president, mind you. We hiked on the Appalachian Trail on the Weverton Cliffs hike that was in, what state was that? Maryland. We went to Harpers.
It was Maryland?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, it was in Maryland. We went to Harper's Ferry in West Virginia. Don't let that fool you. They're right next to each other. Within 1 mile, we went from Maryland, Virginia to West Virginia.
That's right.
We went to the International Spy Museum with a special James Bond exhibit and managed to fit in pickleball at the community center. So that's your week here. Tell our fans what you thought. What was your high point? What was your low point? Give us the lowdown.
All right, I'm going to start low and go high.
All right.
Mount Vernon is the thing. Okay, Mount Vernon was my low. I think it was just boring, underwhelming.
Especially after it was built up so much, right?
Yeah, I like history, but that was boring history, for me at least. It's kind of neat, but other than that, not much to it. But
and I had nudged them to go because we had watched a Shane Gillis comedy special and he had this entire bit all about Mount Vernon, about the reenactors, about the impact that George Washington's false teeth had on him. And I'm like, you guys should go do this.
And we saw none of that. Yeah, none of that was happening right then.
That is true. We didn't see any of that.
I don't know if I can trust Shane Gillis anymore. No reenactors, no teeth on display. How much of what he's telling us is truthful and how much is just comedic liberty? I'm never going to look at him the same.
Anyways,
Alright.
On the flip side, my high was definitely the hike and pickleball. Pickleball was a lot of fun. The hike was amazing. It was, 3 miles to the top and back to the car.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of just overlooked some of the mountains and the water of the Potomac River.
Yes. And it was amazing to see how shallow the Potomac River was right there. Because in D.C., the Potomac River is, they've got boats and stuff. Here, you could probably walk across it there at Weverton Cliffs.
Yeah, we got some good pictures, and then we went to Harper's Ferry, which is a pretty cool little town.
Yeah. I had never been to Harper's Ferry and honestly didn't know too much about it. It helped that we watched a YouTube quick video all about John Brown to refresh our memory about the historical significance of Harper's Ferry. But I really liked our visit there. The dogs were able to go with us. We were able to see most of the exhibits. We didn't go into any of the buildings because most of them were either under renovation or were shutting down for the day. But there were so many outdoor exhibits to see, I didn't feel like we missed much.
Yeah. It's good. It's a good outdoor activity, right?
Yeah, I really would love to go back to do more of the hikes.
And I would recommend pairing the two together. Doing the hike up to the Weverton Cliffs as well as Harper's Ferry in the same day.
Well, you can do so there's different trailheads to the same hike. You can start at Harper's Ferry if you want to.
And we didn't know that. We had parked somewhere else and then drove to Harper's Ferry. And had we just started at Harper's Ferry, it would have made it like a 4.5 mile hike, which would have been more to our liking, I think. At least I was like, man, this is a long drive to just hike 3 miles. I would have liked the longer hike.
Right.
So yeah, lesson learned. Go to Harper's Ferry, park, and then hike to Weverton Cliffs, and then explore Harper's Ferry all throughout the day. But I would agree with you. I think that was my high of the trip as well.
And the view is really nice.
Beautiful view. And I did put in our Todoist reminder app to do this hike again in October because when we went here at the end of November, all the leaves have already changed colors. But if we went during the peak foliage season, I imagine it is absolutely breathtaking. So next year, we're going to time it right.
Yeah. All right. So, was that your low or your high?
That was my high, and well, now we're going back to the middle. Okay.
Well, tell me. Let's dig a little deeper into pickleball.
Pickleball. Okay. I surprised these guys because they didn't know they teach pickleball in schools now.
Yeah, I had no idea. I had never even heard of pickleball before like a year ago and didn't know how to play until somebody taught me at the last Army school I was at. And so, yeah, Kaleb said they teach it in school, like in gym class.
Yeah, but we went, played a couple of games. It was fun.
Yeah, and the way it works, it's a community center, open courts, and you put your name on a list. And so in the beginning, we showed up early, so we all got to play together. But then as you sign up, you end up playing with other groups, and wow, are they good. It definitely humbles you. Like, I definitely need more practice, but it's inspiring too. Like, I want to get good at it because it's a fun game.
All right.
But yeah, we'll have to keep that on the list when you come to visit again.
Yay, pickleball.
Oh yeah, it was on Tuesday, and we went to get tacos afterwards. The tacos were very good.
Yes, because we just walked to the pickleball place and we passed this Salvadorian restaurant that we've seen many times that have never stopped. But they had a sign, Taco Tuesday. We're like, well, let's give it a try. I think that's our new Tuesday spot.
They're pretty good.
It was really good. I can't remember the name of it. At La Cattle, At La Cat.
Yes, the L is silent at the end.
Yes, the word means chief. I imagine it's a Salvadorian word. I'm not sure, but it was excellent tacos. So tell us about the International Spy Museum.
It was very interesting. A lot of information to absorb.
Yeah.
It just tells about all the different kind of tools and uses of intelligence gathering.
Yeah.
It's been used throughout a long time. I mean, they had stuff about the Trojan horse there.
Yeah.
And all the way up to recent years.
I was impressed at the quantity of information they had.
Yeah, it was a mixture of different events in history as well as specific persons.
Oh,
know?
yeah. I really liked there was a very, there was like an exhibit all about people that had turned on us. They were our spies, but had turned and were, what do you call it when you're...
Double agent?
Double agent. So I thought that one was a fascinating exhibit. But they covered so much information.
Oh, yeah. All about intelligence collection, spies, Signet and Humit and every type of, information gathering that you can think of. Everything from cyber warfare to old-fashioned information gathering to ciphers and codes and different things that we've used throughout, modern warfare and even to ancient times. So
Yeah. I really did enjoy the exhibit, but I feel once was enough. I didn't get to see everything, but I don't know if I want to see the rest bad enough to go again.
I think everything you could gain from that, you could probably find somewhere, but you can't find it all in one spot.
Yeah, it was very well put together, and it makes me want to watch different movies, because they did have, there was another exhibit that talked about certain spy movies, and is that just totally fiction, or is there any reality base? And it makes me kind of want to watch some spy movies
There's
now.
a whole section based on the Hollywood side of it.
Yeah.
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 Even with references to war games, with the ability to hack into systems and stuff like that. So it was kind of fun.
I know. It makes me want to watch Argo again.
Oh, yeah. Argo. Yeah.
So I liked it. It was good. I'm glad we were able to finally check that off our list. We had originally bought tickets to go to the Spy Museum back in May when you were here for the summer.
Yes, after 2 rain checks.
Yes.
We finally
went. We did it.
So the secret is...
What is the secret?
Well, let's just say the secret is to find a day that's not, you will not be as busy. So probably a weekday.
Yes.
For sure. And also make sure that when you're going that if you pre-purchase your tickets, just realize that you may have to, there's a certain time that you would show up. So there's like almost shifts of people that go in. So make sure your tickets are in line with that, so that way, and you're in line with arriving at that time, so you don't have to go find something to do or just sit idly for a while.
Right, yeah, they sell tickets in time slots, and if you just walk in, they often don't have tickets available. Like when we walked in today, the soonest ticket time was like 2.5 hours later.
Right.
So buy your tickets ahead of time. Try to choose a day that's not busy, because even though it's a large museum, they have their exhibits kind of bunched together to where it did feel like we were constantly in people's way. Like you're trying to read things. It was just the layout is kind of wonky. So go when you don't think it'll be that busy. Weekday is probably the best advice.
Yeah.
All right, so we've covered Mount Vernon, the Appalachian Trail, Weverton Cliffs, Harper's Ferry Spy Museum, and Pickleball. Before we close the video for today, let's talk about what holiday brought you here in the first place.
Thanksgiving. Okay. And for our Thanksgiving meal, we ordered just like one of the, what was it? Just a...
It's like a pre-ordered holiday meal. We happen to live right above a Harris Teeter's grocery store, so we took the easy way out for Thanksgiving and ordered our holiday meal from Harris Teeter. And we had a choice. We could choose the turkey holiday meal, the ham, or the prime rib. What did we choose?
We chose the prime rib.
If we had to choose again, what would we choose?
Not to get the...
You would just choose not to do it?
Yeah, I think we should just get stuff and make it, because it
Yeah.
wasn't bad, but it wasn't great.
I had the most favorable opinion of the meal. I mean, it was kind of like everything was already pre-cooked and you just had to heat it up again. But it was really difficult to get everything heated up at the same time. Like the prime rib took a lot longer to heat up than the instructions said. So I'd already heated all the sides, but the prime rib was still cold. So synchronizing that was challenging. I personally thought the food was really good, but it just wasn't quite what we were expecting, I guess. And it was easy, don't get me wrong. Super easy, which I'm all about. But maybe we'll try something different next year. And then after our Thanksgiving dinner or lunch, what did we do?
We went to see Gladiator 2 in theaters.
Yes. Where Kaleb drove. He's got his permit and hasn't yet driven much around the Arlington, Virginia area. But it was a perfect time to do it because Thanksgiving Day, there was no traffic. It was great. And you did a phenomenal job. So excellent job. Even parking next to the Maserati, you did phenomenal.
So, in traditional Gladiator tradition, was it a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
It was pretty good. I mean, it was kind of just a continuation of the first, but a lot of new characters.
I give it a
lot of them died anyways, so all the new characters kind of just died.
I personally thought the
We're
plot...
just going to just drop it off on that? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so... we'll
The
have to
plot
make
was
sure.
exactly the same as the first one, just with different characters.
I hope you guys don't want to go watch it because...
I don't think we've actually given away anything that isn't already known. A lot of people die, and the plot's very similar. It's entertaining. I thought it was entertaining. Denzel Washington did a great job. The other characters did a great job, but it wasn't revolutionary. Like, it was the same plot, and it made me kind of miss Russell Crowe a little bit. But yeah.
All right.
But yeah. So we've covered it. We've covered Thanksgiving. We've covered our travel, local travel. Anything else you want to add before we close out the video?
No, it's been great having Kaleb here.
It's been amazing having Kaleb here.
Yeah, I'll be back in about 4 weeks.
Yep. We get all the kids come Christmas time, so we'll try to cram everybody on the couch and do this again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And stay tuned to our channel. We're going to figure out a numbering system for our episodes. We haven't quite figured that out yet, but we'll figure this one out.
And we do have an upcoming trip. So we're not going to tell you where yet.
Oh, we do have an upcoming
It's
trip.
going to be short and sweet, but
Yeah, we'll keep you posted, and we'll continue to do some local travel. We're very blessed to be so close to DC, and there's so much to do here. So we will do our best to share what we learn as we go and give you our honest feedback on if it's worth it or not. So Mount Vernon, not worth it. Appalachian Trail, Weberton Cliffs, worth it.
definitely. Harper's Ferry,
Worth it.
Spy Museum.
Worth it one time if it's not crowded. Oh, you guys didn't talk about...
Pickleball, the community center.
Hell yeah, pickleball is awesome. But you guys didn't talk about the James Bond part of the exhibit.
Oh yeah, the James Bond part was kind of fun. So what's it go to sometime this year, next year?
It goes until April of next year.
So if you're here before April of 2025, they are still doing the James Bond exhibit at the Spy Museum. And it's got some James Bond vehicles that are
Boats,
from the movie.
motorcycles,
Yeah, some vehicles.
gliders,
Yep, gliders.
snowmobiles.
Snowmobiles.
All the things.
Pretty much a whole bunch of different things that have been that
Yeah.
are part of like a revolving or moving exhibit. So if you like James Bond,
And even if you haven't seen that much James Bond, because I've only seen a few of them back in the Pierce Brosnan days, they have next to each vehicle, they have like essentially like a TV that'll show the scene from the movie where that vehicle like shined. So it was super cool, and it made me want to watch some James Bond movies.
Yeah.
So I thought that exhibit was really good. But yeah.
so yeah, I liked it too. I thought it was kind of neat, and it was a nice little add-on to the Spy Museum.
So yeah, well, I think that covers our week with Kaleb, and hopefully it won't be too long, and we'll be doing our Christmas video with all the kiddos and filling you in on whatever type of touristy activities we can squeeze in.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of people all on this couch.
A lot of people on the couch, so stay
We will be
tuned
squeezed.
for sure. Yes.
All right. Well,
All right. Thanks for watching.